It's about time we see if our decisions last episode were good ones. Hey, have we put the right people on the job? I think I have got everybody on the job correct. I don't need to put anybody into... Should I sign anything? Do these even have a time limit? I've never been in the screen for ages. I mean, for percentage changes. Yeah, we've still got 2 people as applicant. Items. Oh, you can use items to boost your rep. Research. You can sell it to businesses or hand it over to scientists for the benefit of America. Project Colossus documents. I still actually haven't decided what I want to do with this. Evidence that Israel is staging the existence of a secret nuclear weapon, a global sensation that in the wrong hands could lead to unprecedented consequences. That's a big amount of money. I might sell that. Yeah, okay. Hold that off. Right, so let's go next month. I think we're ready. Everything's in place. Oh, 1 million expenses, that's okay. Just under 15 mil. But we'll go above 15 mil because we've got like 500 odd income. 83%, that's good. If I can hit that 90%. Do you know what it is? If I get into a position where I can use some of them items to boost over the 90% threshold, I'll do it. Then do that quest immediately. Because we're going to get loads of money from that quest by reclaiming some of our stuff. Right, so what's this? Yeah, why did she... Team stress update. Oh, because these were used in... Ah, that's right, because they were used in quests. Okay, fair enough. Right, come on, we're going to see what happens. Oh, Bitcoin thief! Give me that money! What a legend. 700 grand income. Vindicate the police. Right, let's see. I forgot we even did this. Did this work? Mr. President, sometimes I think the best way to handle the discernments is to put them behind bars, but I have been proven wrong. By your highly skilled PR specialist, you should have heard them quote classical authors on transience. I couldn't even read it. Authors on transience of money and the inherent value of human life, and then they produced a piece of evidence. The baby booties from one of the maniac's victims. The straw broke the camel's back. The businessmen started to cry and dispersed. The next day, many of them set up regular donations to your charity foundation in order to make amends. So did that cost me 15 million? Or did I just need the 15 million threshold? I hope it's just a 15 million threshold, because the reason I delayed that so much because I couldn't afford 15 mil. 200 grand a month and rep. And it didn't cost me anything. Okay, lads. So if we'd known that in the first place, if you have any quests on the right hand side that have like a factor, it doesn't cost you that. You just need to have it. Darling, Clint got light from the hobos and is suffering from a mild case of scabies, but the sacrifice is not going unnoticed. They put our guy on the front page of Just DC under the headline Kind Heart, Bright Eyes and Hard Working Hands, an excellent start from our future congressman. Oh shit, yeah, that's right, because Clint's running for congressman, so I can't actually use him as a lawyer. Shit, do I need a lawyer? Intimidate the candidate. Come on, Alvaro. Darling, Mike has just called me. He was stuttering and sobbing, but promised he'll be a good boy. Nice, I guess your tough guy really outdone himself. What happened to Ribkoff's monologues about the duty and honour? Alright, I'll stop mocking him now. What matters is that he will have an easy time winning the elections now. I saw the latest polls and he's leading by a huge margin, which means we now have secured yet another vote in Congress. Whoop whoop. Come on, baby. Get the actor. Now, did we get the actor? Sir Donovan Ryber just signed the contract. Yes, our assassin did the job. With his left hand, mind you, as there's a fresh cast on his right one. Fortunately, the screenplay doesn't involve him playing piano or anything of the sort. The media has already caught wind, and the general consensus is Ryback would never agree to play a bad person, so you must be some kind of role model for him, just like millions of good citizens, sir, me included. Also, Don Ryback's fans have already started pouring money into your charity foundation. 151. Lads, that was such a good... I kind of wish I'd done that before. Oh, I know this one. So look, yeah, of course we were going to get negative rep for that. Mr. President, after you helped to ban the super compost cultivation, the Wicker farm was out of business in a few weeks. And speaking of journalists who now blame the government for the present ecological initiatives, well, money doesn't stink is my new favourite quote now. And yes, I remember our deal and have already made a donation to the charity fund, so that's 1.5 mil. Good. It's a shame you couldn't find the funds to finance the development of the vaccine, Mr. President, but we appealed to the international community and several countries immediately stepped up to assist us. They blamed us for dragging our feet, of course, but they judge you much more harshly. Mate, that disease, they call it the sleepyhead disease of people falling asleep for months. It doesn't exist, mate. It's called being a fucking idiot. Betsy Bell. Mr. President, I told the schoolbook authors to pay less attention to face. Oh, that backfired as well. Lads, everything well, Chief, we've been through a lot together. Could you give me a little raise on my monthly salary? Yes. Bro, you deserve it. Thank you very much. I now feel irreplaceable. He deserves it. At last, in the name of the buyer of the mayor Brazilian media Holden Mundo, communication has been revealed. It's none other than Rich Bookwalter, an American media magnate and owner of the most influential Left 4 Dead publishing. We can only guess the reaction of Brazilian society, already shaken by a contentious election campaign. Candidates have already begun their Congress election campaigns. The result is of utmost importance. Will the supporters of the president win the majority of seats? How will they use it if they win? Kate Bartok. How the hell is this dirty woman hater creepy pie still at large? I know you're reading my Twitter, Mr. President. Come on, do something about this shit. I have been trying to fucking get him, but he's just evading police. Darling, I confess, I saved Georgia for last, thinking it wouldn't be difficult to find the person loyal to us there of all places. But I may have started working there too late. I need a drink. So the negotiations are progressing poorly, but I have an idea which may surprise you. No promises just yet. We'll see how the talks go in a few days. Buddy, sometimes a window of opportunity opens where they least expect to see it. Surely you remember Dean May, that punk-ass son of Monger. It's the guy who tried to sell you a bill of goods with that presidential CV. The kid was ass at the cushy intelligence job Dad got him, so Monger thought he might do better in politics where one doesn't need quite as big of a brain. What do you know? His campaign was chugging along just fine until recently. Believe it or not, someone close to Munger told me the guy could really use our help right now. Dean has gotten into some serious shit, and Munger's afraid the story could reach the media. We don't have much choice here, so we'll have to trust the rats for now. He'll tell you more when you meet. Okay. Oh shit! Did I buy the passport for the girl? I think I did. Edward Durant. Mr. President, you've been in office for over a year already, and you're still to pay a visit to our neighbours up north. I invite you to come see our beautiful Canada at your earliest convenience. I don't know how to do that. Mike Ribkoff. I don't think your people quite understood me, Mr. President. I'm incredibly grateful to you for everything you've done. Knowing you has changed my life, I can assure you of that. I'm more certain than ever now that I can win the election, and the Congress will follow your lead. If you can transform me, you can transform the entire country, I know it. Boom! We've only got 2 more to get, lads. We are smashing this. Absolutely smashing it. A person in the administration became vacant after your subordinate left. Oh, shit! Fuck! I didn't realise he would actually leave the Treasury Secretary. What this guy did for us was he reduced, it's the same as him, all team members lose 1 stress point at the end of every month. Okay. We haven't actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1. That's too much rating loss. Sasha? Ah. Team members are paid 15% more at the end of every month. Fuck a duck. Fuck. I didn't think we would like lose. I don't know what I thought. Increase stress by 1. That's for rating. Rating's what I need. Is there anything I can put in the Alvaro? I don't know what it is, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Should I hire somebody new? We've got the money for it. Wait, if out of curiosity, can I pay this back now? I wish you could pay this back now because I don't actually need the money. Fine. 10%. It's okay, we can leave that position blank for now, can't we? Because I don't... Motherfucker, lads, this is a massive blow. Massive blow. I had this set out perfectly. Fine, fine. I'm going to leave that position blank unless I can get something with... I mean, it could cost me more money here. 50% more. And that'll be a net. They just get paid the normal fee. 50, so it's 150,000. So really, this is only... Lads, it isn't actually that bad. Because... This guy was... For mine, it was costing me 190,000, wasn't it? My people are paid a million now, so plus 50% is 150,000. Sasha, you go there. Okay, I'm happy with this. This isn't actually as bad as I thought. When you look at the numbers, we're in no worse of a situation, and we've got exactly the same perks. Okay, happy days, happy days. Right. So, what do we need to do? We need to expose the double agent. And why did I do this? It was because I need tantalizing hints for the journalist without revealing too much. That's definitely Alta. Bang. Shit, I trust her with this. Sir, Ollie just made an inappropriate remark about my breasts. Should we ask the head of Secret Service to talk to him about how to behave in the White House? I'm afraid his remarks might lead to some kind of scandal. Yes, go on. Just make sure you just have a word with him. Sir, I'm sorry, I let myself get carried away with Sasha. Mr. Hyde explained everything to me in detail. I promise I'll control myself. What's happening with my people? I've got this guy here for a reason. Subordinates are less likely to approach you with less likely. It doesn't mean that they're not. Lads, you can't be doing this, man. I'm fucking short-staffed already. Grant a citizenship. Ah, wait there. Eclipse of the Diamond Moon. I need to do this. What do we need for this? We needed a lawyer. Oh, we need a lawyer. We need a fucking lawyer. Is Sasha a PR specialist? Should I just whack these two in and hope for the best? Why can you not look at their, like... when they're appointed in these places, right? They change their title. Ah, does changing these guys' titles actually change their stats? I never even thought about that. Grant a citizenship. We need a lawyer. Fucking 2 mil. Fucking expensive, this. Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know what I'd do without you. You have a lot of paperwork that needs my attention. Meanwhile, please note that I also have a talent for convincing people when the need arises. Okay, this could work out pretty well. Okay, right. Let's do this. I want this done. So, I need this lawyer. Bang. I plan on doing this. I want to do this where we get the insurance company to pay because I don't really want to take over the land, and that's going to solve 2 birds with 1 stone, isn't it? Just keep in mind we don't want those archaeologists getting hurt. So I think Debbie and who else could we take? I'll take Jacob, just in case we need to assassinate someone. Right, let's see where this goes. Buddy, if you want to settle this problem through the courts, try negotiating with the National American Indian Congress first. Oh, fuck, that's oh, we took the wrong person for the job. Trust your old friends, Tony. Without their approval, the judge will dare suspend the archaeological excavation. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their lives defending themselves against the charge of infringing Native American rights. I want to make sure this becomes a case that's covered by insurance. This is what I want. Remember this. Verbitsky said the Islet VIP Casino is a unique environmental facility. Actually, that's where I want to go. The building is made of wood and it gets its electricity from some elaborate solar panels. We just have to make it look like an accident. Anything could happen to a wooden building with experimental electric panels. And of course, we'd have to make sure that nobody on the island gets hurt. There's a whole camp full of academic types. Some of them are huddled under the roof of the unfinished casino digging in the ground. They're tired, hungry for civilization, on the last nerves. The only entertainment they offer in Anaho is weekend barbecues and soap operas and binge flicks. Maybe we could even convince them that it's pointless to keep digging. Then the Indian Congress will back off too. What do you think? Lots of different approaches. Let's have a look at this one. Bribery's always good. She's not a very good fucking lawyer. Look, is that all she can do? Lads, you know. Do you know what it is? I don't think this is the right thing to do. But at the same time, I love assassinating people. I've done it, lads. I'm going to kill the head of the fucking lad. I know this is the bad option, right? But I just have to see what happens. Mr. President, fortune has always smiled on me. Otherwise, I would have been done with the business long ago. There's a divine beauty in the roll of the die, don't you think? That they would interfere with a casino, it makes my blood run cold. I have to admit, this was not an easy task. It was a simple matter of sneaking into his dwelling at night, then a close range shot, but I am accustomed to burying my corpses deep in the woods, and Nevada is not known for its forests, so instead, I left the leader in the Indian Congress at the excavation site. I just buried the Indian leader in the fucking burial ground. Mate, that is sweet, sweet justice. The corpse was found the next day, and the Indian Congress concluded that it was the ancient curse of the one-eyed coyote who was frowning upon their decision. I told you, Indians love gambling, so of course they're going to be like, yeah, don't stop this, man, we love a casino. The excavation abruptly ended, and now there's nothing to prevent Mr. Verbitsky from completing his casino. Mate, I love this guy. I love this assassin. He's the best. Buddy, we managed it without getting ourselves dirty, and we did it without getting ourselves dirty, mate. We just had someone killed. We saved Verbitsky's money. Now he can focus on the congressional elections without getting distracted by his other nonsense. Tell Faced I said thanks. He's not so bad for an old man. Lily! What you barking at? Come here. Yeah, right. Pacifying the beast. Right, so Getting distracted by his other nonsense. Tell Feist I said thanks. He's not so bad for an old man. He agreed to help right away when I told him I had a bet going with Ellie. That's my kind of guy. Come on then. There are too many gamblers in the United States. I do agree that people that are shit at gambling shouldn't gamble. Roulette can be a life-threatening pastime. It's all because of the rich who always want to get that little bit richer. It's all the fault of those one-armed bandits. They get hooked on gambling even while they're still children. They try to trick you with false promises of easy money. What was the first one again? There are too many gamblers in the United States. All because of the rich who just want to get that little bit richer. They get hooked on gambling even while they're still children. They try to trick you with false promises of easy money. I will help America cope with its addiction. I believe that one day casinos will stop ruining our lives. I warn them all, you are being watched. Never give up. Ah, that makes no sense, but I might as well put it down. I think some of these tweets are like really badly done. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go. That's probably gonna, maybe, well, might get us some rep. Might lose us some rep. Oh, we got a little bit of rep. Jacobo, you're a fucking legend. We need to give this guy a break. I'm sorry to come to you about something so weird, but Ollie has been bothering me. He's constantly commenting on my appearance, giving me stupid compliments and winking at me. I'll be honest with you, he's giving me the creeps. Will you fire him? No. No? Oh, don't tell me I'm going to lose her as well. Buddy, I'm glad everything worked out with that casino. I never doubted it. Between you and me, we can handle any special operation. Played poker with Ken again today. He couldn't stop singing out your praises. Congratulations. Congressman Vivitsky wrote this. Vote is in the bag. Ching ching. Lads, one more. One more. Head of the Information Security Centre. A healthcare database was hacked last night, sir. They stole the personal information of all sperm donors for the last 15 years. I'm almost certain it was the work of Russian hackers. We don't have any official proof. But who else has the capacity to attack the American gene pool? I don't know why they'd want that information, but I decided to tell you about it anyway. Maybe you'd like to warn the Russians to stop their screwing around. Should we send a diplomat there? Yes. Joseph Richards, founder at Space Air. Mr. President, my company sells air. Yes, I'm quite serious, but I'm not talking about plain old air in any Tom, Dick and Harry can breathe. We sell special air from the homes of movie stars, presidential suites and bank vaults stuffed with cash. The homes of politicians have been hot recently. I've already received several hundred orders for air from the White House. I don't suppose you'd agree to sell me a few. Go on then. Fuck it. Right. Grant a citizenship. Mr. President, our state was counting on the investments from Korea Techno Group. Their Vice President Lee Moon was planning to set up electronic factories in our borough, creating hundreds of jobs and bringing in millions in profit. He was looking to purchase a plot of land near Albuquerque when Korean authorities accused him of bribery. The motives, of course, are purely political. If Lee Moon goes back, they'll put him behind bars. The only way for him to escape prison is to receive an American citizenship and stay here. Perhaps one of your lawyers could... Yeah, that's a good job we hired her. Bang. I'll send a lawyer. Head of the Information Security Centre. We were a little hasty. I knew that was... Lads, you know what it is, lads, right? Even when I clicked it, I fucking knew this was going to be... No, it's not fucking Russia and all that. Oh my god. We're a little hasty in dispatching that diplomat. The hacker turned out to be a computer science major from Minnesota. Fuck's sake, man. I'm never gonna get a fucking 90%. I'll fucking tell you that. Man, it's impossible. I've been there before as well, but I fucking want this black fucking gold, man. Wait there. 81. I need 9%. Can I get 9%? Can I get 9%? 4.7. Oh, I can get it. Lads, we can do it. But the question is, right? I can get it. But do we have the people required to do it? Let's leave it. Tell you why I'm leaving it, right? I'm probably going to need a lawyer for that. You may get back the oil rig that is rightfully yours along with the income it provides, right? So I'm probably going to need a lawyer. And an assassin. Yeah, well, this guy is definitely... Right, come on, let's do the main quest, right? I'm going to put... This guy's going to go on vacation at the end of the episode. Bloody spy. Warren Monger, Director of National Intelligence. Mr. President, I arranged for you to attend a test screening of Blood Spy for 2 reasons. 1. No one will be able to eavesdrop on us in an empty auditorium. 2. In the plot of the movie, an FBI agent attempts to assassinate the President, who has taken it upon himself to change the Constitution to suit his own needs. Art imitates reality, or is it the other way around? Oh, don't look so surprised. I know all about the amendment. I am, after all, the head of intelligence, and have been for years, although my son Dean manages to run circles around me. I remember when he refused to send me his resume. You might have gotten the idea that Dean is a jerk, but in fact my son is a kind soul, sometimes too kind. He's the kindest of the family. Well, the problem is that Dean ended up in a highly undesirable organisation right in the middle of a campaign, just when we finally beat the old gold bridges. If you help me get Dean out of this mess, he'll vote for the amendment, plain and simple, a pact between 2 men. What is the undesirable organisation? It's an organisation that casts such a shadow of shame over me and Dean that I can't ask my colleagues in Secret Service for help. I'm just too ashamed. I've been watching you, so I know you know how to solve problems without raising any alarms. That's the most important thing in this situation. I'm talking about a word that starts with T and ends with ism. Twatism. Titism. I don't know. It's not safe for the head of intelligence to even talk about. What is it? If someone found out and got proof, I'd be screwed. So once we've struck the deal, Mr. President, we're keeping it under the hat. I'll help you. And we'll help you. Then it's a deal, Mr. President. Right. I don't T and ends with ism. Covert extraction. I saw you've been stuck at the White House a lot recently, guy. Don't worry, you'll be out of here before you know what you know. I was just thinking about how much I used to love getting away to Camp David for a few days every now and then. I'm actually going to be in the area this weekend, and I was hoping to pop by my old stomping ground and pick up a certain item I left there a couple of years back. I swear I won't touch anything, especially important papers or sexy housekeepers. Not even the cute brunette with the killer rack. So mind if I stop by? I do mind if you stop by. You're not stopping by. See, I bet you, because this game's bullshit in places, I bet you that he's going to stop by now because I said yes to no. But to answer his question, do you mind if I stop by? Yes, I mind if you stop by. I've had this... The need to rewrite these, the makers of the game. It's not... Or, on yes and no should say, yes, allow him to stop by. No, he will not stop by. Jessica CK, organiser of public holidays. I've planned all of our 4th of July celebrations for 10 years, Mr. President. I try to keep it fresh, but there's one thing that never changes, the fireworks show. Well, our regular fireworks are starting to feel a little pedestrian, so this year I decided to try and find something a little more interesting, and I did. A private company has developed something called living fireworks. They exploded in the shape of birds, flowers and you name it. I say we should be the first in the country to use them. We can make a gigantic American flag above the White House. What do you say? Yes. Do it. Okay. Covert extraction, what does this require? Mr. President, my dim-witted and overly trusting son has been lured into a terrorist, that's what it was. Organisation, yes, you heard it right. Now you know my shame. According to my information, Dean is in a so-called training camp in the woods of northwest Washington, away from all the amenities of civilization. If you help bring him home, Dean will do everything in his power to pass your amendment once he's elected to Congress, I guarantee it. To get my son out safely, we'll have to act with great care and discretion. No one must learn about Dean or our arrangement. Alvaro. Oh, we need 2 people. Alvaro. Sasha. Ollie. I don't know. Why else? Why? How else could we do this? Extract is definitely Alvaro. I can't take Jacobo because he's got any stamina. I'm gonna take Sasha. Let's go. Since you've decided to help, Mr. President, allow me to share all I have about the traitors who have been messing around with my son's mind. They call themselves the Freedom Commune. Freedom from the usual things, common decency and taxes. They seized the land, set up shacks, planted tomatoes and sing songs to them all day long. The local authorities don't think they're a problem. The rabble aren't claiming unemployment benefits, so there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. But what they don't know is that while they're pretending to do nothing, the camp is using terrorist methods for brainwashing. Think about it. Morning meditation, speakers at lunchtime, one-on-one meetings with their mentor in the evenings. They teach pacifism, social creativity, escaping the economy, a whole menu of anti-state propaganda. Dean is almost never left alone and has surely been zombified by the idea of peace and love they're flooding him with. I'm sure he won't want to leave willingly. I saw the same thing in Iraq. Even experienced soldiers, strong men, even they broke after being brainwashed 24 hours a day. And my son is just a weakling like his mother. So remember to be careful when you're smuggling him out of there. I'll figure out how to straighten Dean out once we get him back home. Alvaro. 4, it's going to wear him out. Shit, lads, wait there. I'm Alt F4 in here, right? Because what I need to do is I need to pay a lot of money to take Alvaro's stress down. Because I need him next. I can't, because if he goes out, he's going to be out for a full... Right. So I need this. 260 grand. Right. I think we're good now. We're good. Right, come on, baby. Let's do this. Alvaro and Sasha. Come on. We got this. I think Alvaro can do this by himself. And when I plan it, I'm gonna drug everyone. Watch this. This is the best option because that's too risky. Definitely. What can she actually do though? Pay someone, join the commune, and convince Dean to go back into Washington. That's risky. Imagine if they took her over. Nah, we're doing it the fucking bad boy way. Let's fucking drug everyone. Bang! This is definitely going to work. So I did just what you asked. I put on my best forest camouflage, snuck into the camp just before dawn, and poured a few packs of Sonobaronthal into the stinky soup they made of roots and shoots. I guess I overdid it with the pills after breakfast. A lot of them started throwing up in convulsions instead of just sleeping peacefully. Monga's son ate the most soup, so I had to call an ambulance on the safe side. Unfortunately, our congressman was ambushed in his hospital bed by priority. Now was... Oh, shit. Fuck that. Fuck that, lads. Okay, so maybe this guy's not very good at drugging people. I should have used the assassin. Maybe we're going to have to dress as a person. I could have... Well, man, I was confident that was going to work as well. Motherfucker. Whoa. Game's acting funny, have you seen that? Right, come on then. Lads, there's something wrong with the game. Look. Oh, there's actually... Lily, stop. Hey, come here. You see that there was an actual problem with the game there? Oh, that was weird. Oh, lads. I think something's broke. Oh, it's fixed. It's fixed now. Yeah, something wasn't right with the game there. Come on, let's get this prick out. Pretend to be a lost mushroom picker and force Dean out of the camp by night. Oh, I don't think that's going to work. We'll try it. So my wife had just the perfect basket and raincoat for mushroom hunting. They greeted me very happily at the camp, fed me some soup from the communal pot, gave me a chance to warm up and offered me a place to stay for the night in the very same tent with Dean. They weren't terrorists though, just ordinary hippies, but I did what you said anyway. As soon as the camp went quiet, I knocked Dean out and dragged him back to the car I'd hidden nearby. Your congressman is already recovering back at Daddy's house. Yes! Yes! You fucking legend. Mr. President, you held up your end of the bargain. Thank you for saving Dean from the clutches of those terrorists. Perhaps one day together we will eradicate this hippie communist infection that plagues this country. That's what they're just a bunch of hippies. That's so funny. In the meantime, I'll take care of my son's campaign. Congressman Dean May's vote is yours from this day forward. Let this be our secret, which we'll take to our graves. Bang. Happy days. Mr. President, why are you helping my father? He's a monster. I just wanted a quiet life without all the awful crap my father keeps dragging me into. At the CIA, I had to work with people who took great pride in their various skills in killing others. Then I had to follow you around, assembling files on everyone close to you. Now it's politics, and it's no more confident among congressmen than it is among assassins. I was happy with my tomatoes, and you just ruined everything. Well, too bad, bro. Terrorism is a threat to all of us. Our intelligence agencies are failing. No. Congress is not acting. The international community is not paying enough attention. But have no fear. America as president will protect it from any threat. We'll smoke them out of their holes. Stay strong, my beloved country. Together we are invincible. Let's end this once and for all. Stay strong. Bang. I want your children, Mr. President. You can have them. Hey, 80.3. Finally, a little bit more. Right. That's it. We've got all 6. We've got all 6. And any more is a fucking bonus. Bill Birkin, FBI Director. The protests in St. Louis are going from bad to worse, sir. The police have been accused of racism. During a raid on an underground club, they beat and arrested 20 black people, but not a single white person. My question is, how many white people were at the club? Just wondering. What if it was just a black club full of black people? You know what I mean? Then of course they're not going to arrest white people. But if it's full of white people, then yes, there's definitely a problem. The local authorities say everything's under control, but the burning cars and overcrowded prisons say otherwise. It all reminds of what happened in Chicago last year. Our agents need to be able to react in a timely way without waiting for the governor's approval. Could you draft an executive order allowing us to put a stop to the riots in St. Louis? So what are you asking me to do here? Yes, just do it. I don't know what I'm doing there. He didn't point it out too much. Rudy Wolfowitz, my drill sergeant back at boot camp, used to say that a soldier needs 2 things. This is my rifle, this is my gun, one's for shooting, one's for fun. An extra pair of boots and some sack time every now and then. I just got back from Beirut and it's pretty clear our boys there are in bad need of the latter. All those explosions and machine gun blasts really take its toll on you. That's war for you. You're better off averting PTSD now than dealing with a freakout later. Our shrinks are suggesting some kind of rehab, but that'll take too long, and who even knows if it'll work, so we've decided to help our soldiers relax the modern way by putting in a little cannabis in their rations. Since it's legal now, will you approve of this project, sir? No? Fuck no! I'm not having me soldiers fucking mashed up. Nah. Ellie, First Lady, congratulations, honey. We found 6 candidates we need for the Congress to support our amendment, but this doesn't mean we should relax. If there is an opportunity to lure someone else to our side, I'd use it. The more people we have in Congress, the more trade space we have. Besides, you know how fickle the elections can be. Still now, I am almost 100% sure the victory shall be ours. Right, well, we'll see. Now, board Canada. Still can't do that. Fuck. We might be able to do this because when we pass a month, we're going to get probably about 3% guaranteed boost, possibly. Edward Durant, Mr. President, it's a pleasure to welcome you to my home. They warned me before your meeting that you had sad eyes, but I had no idea that it was this serious. Sad eyes? What's that? I only mean that I can see by your eyes that you're very concerned about the fate of America. You see, there's no problem at all in Canada, and nothing to worry about anymore. The roads are paved, the bridges are repaired, the homeless cats live in cat hostels. Look at my face. Do you see the slightest trace of sadness in my eyes? I stand in front of the mirror all day long, struggling to appear at least a little preoccupied, but nothing works. You want to talk about it? Yes, I do. I'm doing it right now. Please don't imagine I'm some kind of political masochist. Not at all. It's just that there's an election coming up and I want to look like I have a little gravitas. There's no way for me to prove myself, no problems to harrow me, but maybe you can give me some advice. You've got more problems than you can move with a shovel. Judging by recent events, you're an expert in the business. This conversation strikes me as a little odd. Not to me. We heads of state have to stick together. Today you help me, tomorrow I help you. Shall we brainstorm? What problems would you tackle if you were Prime Minister of Canada? Fight poverty. I truly love to, but where would that poverty come from? We only have 3 homeless people in Toronto. I knew every beggar by sight. This guy, lads, I already know what he's hinting at. It's fucking migrants. It's always going to be the fucking migrants every single time. Do you know why? I'm just going to fucking say this, right? Do you know why migrants' rights are a problem? It's because you've got fucking migrants in the first place. I think you have to have migration is good as long as the migrants are from like-minded places. If you're getting migrants from non-like-minded places, then they just make your fucking country a shithole. You can't. You just can't. You can't do that, man. It doesn't make fucking sense. It's like you've got to. You can only invite like-minded people. Otherwise, it's a shit show. You know what I mean? But I don't want to say declare war on depression because depression's a massive killer. Every other Canadian is on antidepressants, exactly. Psychotherapy in the country's most common profession is easier to get an appointment for smallpox or the plague. Fucking migrants, innit? I knew it. And listen, mate, what do you want? It's ridiculous. And also, like, migrants are different to illegal immigrants. Migrants are people that have came here properly, so it's. But then again, this term often gets misconstrued. Like anyone can be branded a migrant because it's just anyone who's migrated from one country to another. But it's what type of migrant is it? You know what I mean? Migrant rights infringement. That's the first time I've ever heard you say those 3 words in the same sentence. We don't have that in Canada. So what do you want? How do you mean? I should organise a terrorist attack myself, start a war, create an ecological disaster? You just listed all my predecessors' accomplishments. Are you suggesting that for the sake of my political ambitions I would jeopardise the safety of my fellow Canadians? I can't do that. But I do have one idea, Mr. President. What if it was you who created problems for Canada? What are you proposing? Simple. Your people make a little mess in Canada, then I get a fiery prep talk and promise to fight evil in all its varieties. The people will love me and you have my gratitude. I don't like this plan. It's a fucking stupid plan, you absolute cretin. That's too bad. Are you sure you don't want any help? Yes, I'm sure. Fuck you, you prick. See, this guy's a fucking problem. So this guy's country's got no problems. He's got no migration problems. He's got no homeless problems. Fucking everybody's on depressants, which is obviously a problem, but he doesn't want to tackle that. So he just wants to stir up shit to make himself look good. You, my friend, are a fucking cretin. See ya. Fuck off. This guy's a twat. The President is on a visit to sunny Canada. He and Prime Minister Durand enjoyed a pleasant stroll along the streets of Toronto among the perfectly content citizens of Canada. Because Canada's perfect. We sent a man to St. Louis, but there was nothing for them to do. The governor had already settled everything by issuing an apology and releasing the people. So what? So how could I win? How could I win? Don't send anybody and it's still sent. Like, what the fuck? Why are you giving me shit like this? It's just... The issue with this is, right, the game throws a lot of things at you which it just it can only ever give you something negative. It never benefits you in any way. It's just a fucking kick to the balls. So how you counter this is that I do realise why the game does it. It's because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to have someone in your team have negate 33% of negative things, but they fuck off. Antonio Estaba, buddy, I can't speak for all my men, but the weight of my heart is through my stomach for sure. As a gourmet, I never missed the opportunity to meet my fellow foodies. One of them, a California media tycoon Rich Buckwalter, also happens to be a congressman and will soon become one of our people. I promise to recruit him to arrange a meeting between you two. Darling, it's Mila again. She's given up on spy games and crypt-herded messages. Thank God, but her requests are as brazen as ever. She is saying our son has started asking about his daddy. Huh? I thought we didn't have a kid. And not even the most expensive toys can distract him. Mila is asking for 15 grand to take Adam for a holiday in some European theme park with robots and Crispex, whatever those are. I do not mind, and besides, we do owe Mila for the love she has shown our child with since the first day of our pregnancy. What do you think? Who the fuck's Mila and what? Go on then. Just do it. Just shut the fucking bitch up. You are a treasure. I hope that you'll have a great time in the theme park. I think I'm starting to envy them. 15 grand to take them to the theme park. Bruh. Right, okay, so it's time to pass the day. Before we do not forget to do this. You need to go on a rest. You need to go on a rest. She's going to lose 2 anyway. And everyone's going to be... She might be a little bit tired, but I can pay money to get her done. Yeah. Rest them. They're on vacation. Happy days. Okay, lads, let's do it. Can't do that because I need her to do it. PR specialist. Right, let's go. 1.2 mil monthly bill. I'm going to have a heart attack. So we lost 1%. Ah, look, favours. Favours are the passports and shit. Okay, so that's what they're actually called. So we've actually lost 1 mil, but we're going to get a load of money here, watch. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Everyone's looking good. We're going to get our what they're called, dividends. Boom. 1.4 million dividends now. We could possibly appoint someone that gives us bigger percentage, which, okay, I think we'll leave it. Jacob Hurok, Kingpin. Mr. President, it's a rare fortune to enjoy your job as much as I do, but it turns out that taking lives can at times become bothersome as living ones. I release people from this world, but I hardly stop to think what release I might need until you stepped in to help. Oh, that's right, because I put him on a vacation. These weekends have been pure joy. Prior to that, the last time I met someone and didn't immediately start planning to dispose of their body was probably in elementary school. I got you, homie. Expose the double agent. Sir, the idea of getting your person involved has successfully paid off. After the Vice President's meeting with the German Foreign Minister, the media falsely claimed Mr. Estaba had accidentally let slip a good deal of sensitive information. A few hints here, a number of vague, seemingly innocent statements there, and Fisher's cover was compromised. We recall the renegade to the US under the guise of fearing for his safety. He's going to pay for double-crossing us now. Excellent, we should kill him. Torture him first. Grant a citizenship. Mr. President, with your lawyer's help, Lee Commune became an American citizen. He's already bought land for the first electronic factory. He also wanted to give you something. Corrupt schemes. A file with documents proving that members of the US establishment are using corrupt practices to squeeze foreign competitors out of the country. The publication of these documents will hit the establishment and strengthen your credibility. Good, we could use this. Joseph Richards, 400 grand. Thank you for selling me several tanks of air from the White House, Mr. President. Needless to say, delivering them to North Korea wasn't easy. But my customers were very satisfied. Just hope they weren't spies or anything. But I'm an air vendor, not a special agent. What do I know about this stuff? Ooh, sir, you know I'm a serious woman and I expect to advance rapidly in my career. I think I've worked with you long enough to claim a good salary. For all my hard work, I'd like to make an extra $180,000 a month. Go on then. Should I? She has been good to us, to be fair. Thank you, I always knew I picked the right side. Shelley Shaw's new show promises to be about the #1 big shot in America. Could she mean the president? We'll soon know what the most controversial host of the Shocks News has in store for us. At long last, the California car killer known as Creepy Pie has been arrested. The vicious murderer who terrorised the outskirts of Berkeley turned to be a 35-year-old sales manager from Jewel. He resisted arrest and was quoted saying he wanted to have his revenge on women for scraping cars on their test drives. David Cedar. It's my favourite parable. A boy asked a wise man, should I be a sheep among wolves or a wolf among sheep? And the wise man said, it doesn't matter. Just remember to bring a second skin so you can blend in. Ah, wise words, wise words. Dewface, hello my dear friend. Do me a favour, put your business aside and visit me for a chat. Don't bother lying that you're too busy. I was a president longer than you know, and there's always time for an old pal if you feel like finding some. Darling, Clint called me earlier today. There's an unexpected issue with his election campaign, so your help is urgently required. Right. I don't actually need him, because I've got 6, but I will try and get him as well. New events. Right. Have a look what we've got. Can't do anything there. I thought I might have had a different one. Oos! 14.2% boost for using this. Thing is, I don't need the money yet. I'd rather use my people skills here first. Now what I'm going to do is actually I want to spend some money. I want to get this popularized horses done. So let's spend 300 grand. Get her down. Good. Let's get this done. Right, we get PR specialist, and what else do we need for her? Competent PR specialist in addition to eye candy. Sophie. Bang. Continue. Sir, you must have picked the wrong people. We need a prominent media person to complement the dumb muscle. Without one, the stunt is certain to fail. What did she say there? Prominent media person. What? She's a media person. Unless I don't have a prominent media person. Oh, I had to send Alvaro. Sir, I know that Sasha sometimes comes to you to complain about me. In reality, she's head over heels in love with me. She can't admit it. Women can be so stubborn, but I've no doubt I will possess her. Ollie, bro. Fucking pack that in. You're gonna fuck my shit up. Oh, it's removed them. Fuck, man. I thought it was one of these. Oh. Right, who do we need for this? Darling Clint is handling the situation even better than I expected, but when I exhaled and thought that for once we wouldn't run into any trouble, that skank Vera Poulos showed up. The Hellspawn was managing Faith's presidential campaign. She suddenly resurfaced. She's now helping some wimpy ecological activist run as Columbia congressional candidate. She organised several PR events where he planted American pines and rescued injured comrades, which put Captain Planet several points ahead of our own candidate. We need to focus on public relations unless we want. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. Fuck, lads, honestly, this fuck, lads. And luckily I've just started this month, so it doesn't matter. Motherfucker. I know I'm not doing it now. Know what I don't give a fuck about, lads? I don't give a fuck about horses. I honestly don't. I fucking hate horses. They're such a shit animal. Right. Fuck. I'm never doing this quest. I vouch you now. I'm never doing this quest. I hate it. It's been the bane. Every time I go to do this quest, it always fucks something up, man. I hate this fucking quest. Right. Rest her. Promote your candidate, because this is important. She's the best at this. PR specialist. Boom. Done. Sasha's, yeah, blah blah blah. Bro, you've got a weird. This guy's got a weird asphyxiation with Sasha, right? He really needs to fucking chill out, right? Because one of these is gonna have to go, and it's gonna have to be Sasha. Because Ollie's good at most things, but bro, man. Lessons in Love. A TV station is threatening to reveal the details of your unusual high school romance. Who gives a fuck? Do not let Archie Wister interfere with the proceeding. Give the president of South Africa a rare wolf from an endangered species. Right, let's do... What do we need for this first? Honey, apparently they won't leave you alone until they gnawed every bone clean. Shock News has a new Shelley show coming up. Creep said that your high school sweetheart will be the next guest, and the racy core details of your relationship would, I quote, shake America to its core. You might think she's just another silly gossip who no one would imagine could hurt us, but Shelley's show has absolutely no breaks, no sense of tact, and the conscience of a snake. She made her millions digging through the celebrities' dirty laundry. All the ugliest sex scandals of the past decade are her doing. Do you remember that interview with Senator Woods Gardner, who the politician allegedly molested? People love gossip, and the crazier the story, the higher Shelley Shaw's ratings, so I suggest we reassure ourselves and find the name of the guest. We might be able to approach Shaw herself, but we probably have to take a more subtle approach. Find out who the guest on the Shelley Show will be. Ollie and an assassin, do you think? But the thing is though, this is going to wipe them out. So let's wait. This is more important. We need to... We can't let... Is it Jew-faced? Do not let Archie Whisker interfere with the proceeding, right? This is most important. Mr. President, a very important hearing is currently underway in Washington Court. Fred Klein, the former civil servant, is being accused of harassing a female subordinate. The defendant is trying to sue the government, claiming it failed to provide him with conditions necessary to live a successful day in life. If the jury sides with Klein, we're going to have a dangerous president on our hands. Why should the jury support him, you ask? We also thought the case was a dud until it turned out Klein has a powerful patron. The harasser's case is being presented by Archie Wister. Additionally, we have reason to suspect the jury is being pressured. The young woman who was obviously against Klein yesterday spent the entire session today staring at the tips of her shoes and is looking frightened. The police found no evidence of foul play, but I have a feeling they weren't looking too closely. How about you send one of your men to keep an eye on the jurors and make sure no one intimidates them? Alvaro. We'll do that. Sir, Ollie has finally gotten onto me with his pestering. I'm not going to work with him anymore. If you won't fire him, I quit. Will you fire Ollie? No. I can't. I'm not firing Ollie. Fuck's sake, man! You fucking slag. Bro. Bro. Really? Video blogger who interviews politicians. So he's a journalist. Come on then, he's gonna have to take her place. I don't think he's gonna be able to take her place, but hey ho. Ollie, fucking, it's a shame because the hackers. It's good to have hackers. Right, okay. So what am I doing here? Let's see what this guy can do. You lose 250,000 at the end of every month. Ah. This is good. Right now, if we put Ben in Andrezi's place, we gain 190,000 at the end of every month, but we lose 0.2 rating, right? But so my people cost me 1.176 million, right? Let's just say 1.2 mil. Team members are paid 30% less, so there's a 300,000 saving, but I'll lose 250,000. That's good because I don't lose. So really I only net 50 grand. Whereas here I'm netting 190 grand for 0.2 rating. It's tough, but I think as time progresses... Ooh! Team members are paid 25% less at the end of every month. Wow! Fucking amazing. I think I should. I don't really need this 190 grand. So really it's 0.2% ratings costing me. Then again, the monthly expenses are only going to go up. So let's put this guy, Ben, in charge of this. Team members are paid 30% less every month, but you lose 250 grand at the end of every month. So we're going to... There's no point in doing that actually, is there? 30%, 300,000. Nah, there's no point in doing... do I want to say the percentage? 0.2%? 0.2% adds up, doesn't it? I'm doing it. Right this month. Okay, so what am I doing? Lessons in love. Deliver the rare wolf. Mr. President, I have a small hobby. I am a collector of endangered predators. Some are purchased in zoos, others are given to me by how shall we put it, grateful contributors. I was certain I had all the canines until I heard about a breed of red wolves in North Carolina. There are less than 200 specimens left in the world, and I would love to have one for my collection. Alas, they are missing even from the black market. You are my only hope. I need a charismatic person who will convince ecological activists that wolves are having a great time in captivity, or maybe a less charismatic but more resourceful person who will steal them. I will be in your debt. You think Sophie will be good at that? Writing articles as opposed to deception. Could use Debbie. Breaking and entering, we could just steal them. I'm not really bothered about that actually. Lessons in love. Honey, apparently we won't leave you alone until they've known every bone clean. What do we need for this again? Right, find out who will be the guest on the Shelley show will be. I think if I'd put Jacob to disrupt the show. And Ben. Or I think a hacker, do you think? Come on. Darling, I tried to find out all we can from Shaw herself first. She's careful about the secrecy of her guest, even keeps it from the team until the broadcast. All which has never been caught taking bribes or even shown any prejudice. She's equally happy to humiliate politicians of all stripes and people of all colours and creeds. But I hear Shaw has changed recently. After 27 years of a seemingly perfect marriage, her husband left her for a young college girl. Now she's at every party and she's better at ruining people's lives than she is at holding her liquor. I know I sound like a typical resentful woman, but we can take advantage of the situation. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, the old witch likes to do things the old-fashioned way, heartfelt and in person. I wouldn't count on finding anything in her technology, okay, or a show post to trust no one, even your smartphone. How do we find out what skeleton Shelley Shaw has in her closet? Fucking intimidate her. It's the only way. Oh my god. See ya! Just kill the bitch! Mr. President, I despise all those TV shows where they dig into the private affairs of celebrities. Look upon yourselves first, you hypocrites. You are all dregs of society. I got the same impression of Shelley Shaw when I visited her estate to put a bullet in her temple. Vulgarity, pretentiousness, decadence. I have no eye for that sort of inferior interior design. I took pity on myself and did not carry the body to the woods. I buried the corpse right in her garden. Let the spirit haunt the next scumbag to buy that miserable mansion. I love this guy. This guy's funnier than Conrad. This guy just takes pride in what he does. He's such a professional. Honestly, no one has been able to find Shelley Shaw for days. I understand, of course, but did she really have that kind of dirt on you that you had to get rid of her? I don't care, she's gone now, isn't she? Oh shit, we took a ratings hit! Is Shelley Shaw's mysterious disappearance related to her investigation at the president's high school romance? It can always be argued that anything is a coincidence, but haven't we seen a few too many of these coincidences in the past years? Yeah, there's been quite a few of those coincidences. Now it is, that's well worth it. Mr. President, I had to work with Andresi on an assignment, and I've got to tell you, he's a total jerk. He should be fired, and I mean right away. Will you fire him? No. Mr. President, The White House's annual event for top-ranking football teams is coming up, and Donut Tower would like to make the main dish for the guests of honour. Here's what we're thinking. It's going to be a big brown football-shaped donut. We'll deliver it free of charge, and we'll even throw in a little bonus just for you, deal? So what are they doing? Yeah. Okay then. Valentine Diaz Escudero, President of Mexico. Mr. President, another wave of migrants from the Central America has overwhelmed our borders. The Suchet is absolutely packed. The entire river is full of rubber boats stuffed with Guatemalans. We had to call the National Guard, but they're still struggling to stem the tide. As you know, these hordes of people are making a mad dash to Mexico in order to reach the United States. Therefore, I must ask for your assistance. Can you send us some border patrol officers? Yes, we are going to do that. Darling, I feel like I found a promising lead in Georgia, and as always, there's a catch. I will be honest, you will be surprised when I finally tell you who I would like you to support, but at the same time, choice will be obvious. Expect more news from me soon. Okay, right, we'll tell you what we're going to do. I didn't actually realise the time, bloody hell. Right, we'll call it an episode here, lads. When we come back, I'll see if I can deliver the werewolf. I'm probably going to... Oh, I can't send Jacob. Well, I could send Jacob, because I think we're going to have a better chance stealing this than we are convincing anybody. I'm thinking maybe Sophie can convince the wolf guys, actually, because she's quite charismatic, but so could Ben maybe. These are very similar people. And then, yeah, then we'll do Old Friend, then we'll pass the month, and then we'll have Alta back and she can popularise the horses, even though I might just fuck this off. 80%. Black Gold, this is in and out of our reach. I could sell the stuff, but I'm going to wait. I know I should probably do it straight away, but I don't want to do it straight away and then not have the people to do the job, because then we'll just lose it again. So we're going to hold off on that. Right, see you next episode. We'll deliver the werewolf, find out how we're going to do this, whether it's Sophie or Jacob. See you there, lads.